In 2016, I was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, and after about 60 days inpatient at the Markey Cancer Center, it was determined that I would require a bone marrow transplant to save my life. They called me to tell me I had cancer, and from that point forward, for like the next 48 hours, I was super strong and super organized until my doctors came in and said that I wouldn't be able to see my children during my treatment time, and I just never dreamed that that would be an option. And they were basically letting me know that at least 30 days, and what ultimately turned out to be 127 days, I couldn't be with my kids. They were 3 and 8. They're very little, and they need their mom.
Like the registry had been on my radar before, but at the times that my family members joined, I wasn't old enough to, so I couldn't really do it then. So it was always something that I knew I should do, but just never really got around to it. And then the opportunity kind of presented itself as I was walking to class one day at school.
I had the transplant in July of 2016. It was actually the day after my 46th birthday. So I had my real birthday, and then I had my re-birthday the very next day. The next couple of weeks were kind of a blur as my body started adjusting to these new cells that had been introduced. But one of the things I fantasized about that helped get me through my recovery was, one day we are going to have the biggest party. I really just, thought about all the ways that I wanted to say thank you. If I ever got the chance to say thank you, how would I do it?
I had received a letter from Sarah previously, but of course it was anonymous. And she just seemed so friendly in her letter and everything. I just wanted to hear from her, to know that she was doing well, and so that just the confirmation that I was able to help someone.
Hello?
Hello, is this Thaddeus?
Yeah, it is.
This is Sarah Lister in Lexington, Kentucky. How are you?
Hi. Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm here with my husband and my son Thomas. Hi.
Hello.
And we are calling to say thank you so much for what you did for us. It was a very, very rough year, that year that I was sick. It was really hard on my kids, but one of the first things we talked about when I came home from my bone marrow transplant was how special it was that there was somebody in the world who was willing to make that sacrifice. Remember that, Thomas? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what do you think about this, buddy?
Thank you.
I put on an entirely waterproof face. So I'm hoping that I don't just fall into a puddle of Maybelline tears in front of a room full of people, but I'm anticipating that this young man is going to be awesome, because who does this,
And now, thanks to the generosity of the Markey Cancer Foundation and Hilton Hotel, Thad was able to travel here to Lexington to meet Sarah in person for the first time during Markey's Expression of Courage event. I can't think of a better way to celebrate cancer survivorship. Please welcome the donor for Sarah Lister, Thad Kunkel. What's going through your mind right now?
I don't know. Everything's a little overwhelming. The generosity has been incredible. I'm super excited to be meeting Sarah, and it's just a completely overwhelming experience.
I have a table full of people here and doctors and nurses like Emily who actually, she put your cells in my body. And despite having an amazing team of family, friends, coworkers, and so many people who are here today, not one of them could do what this young man did to save my life. And I am forever grateful. 2 words. Thank you.